If people have jobs, they'll keep spending. That's what everyone's been saying. So what went wrong in January that caused a much bigger than expected decline?
Well, it does look like the theory that the weather played a big role really did hold true here. The biggest declining category was building materials, home garden supply dealers down 4.1%. I suspect that's because nobody was working outside and maybe they already had enough snow shovels. So we saw a big decline there. We see smaller declines across the board in other places. Of course, gasoline prices went down, so gas station sales down 1.7%. Furniture stores were up, however, as were food and beverage stores, up slightly, 0.1% for food and beverage stores. And then you look down the list, and general merchandise stores, department stores, little changed. Non-store retailers were down 0.8%. Food and drinking places, though, up 0.7%. So perhaps it was the weather, perhaps it was a little bit of exhaustion from spending all that money in November and December. Of course, the thing to realize always with retail sales is it's very volatile. They will be revising it next month. As a matter of fact, retail sales were reported up 0.6 in the month of December. That was revised down to 0.4. So not a good start with retail sales for February, but the jobless claims numbers suggest companies are not reacting to that.
Well, let's just talk about those jobless claims. Weekly jobless claims, Mike, good morning. Down 8,000 to 212,000, so it's below the estimate. Julian Emmanuel was with us this morning. He said this is the single most important print every week that we need to keep an eye on. So this is still very well behaved, isn't it?
It is. It does give us an indication of what companies are thinking on a fairly timely basis. Of course, we have to realize that jobless claims are always revised heavily. So while we're at 212, it could easily go up or down a little bit when we get new numbers next week. And as I mentioned earlier, the continuing claims numbers really haven't moved all that much. We did see an increase in claims the prior week, and that's what that continuing claims is based on. This week we go down, so continuing claims probably go down next week. Overall, though, it does show the labor market remains healthy, and as Lisa said, people spend when they have paychecks, and that's been a reason we've seen strong spending up until this month.